Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for pop songs that include music and lyrics from Broadway musicals. We're sidestepping that appeared in musicals later but weren't showtunes to begin with.
Popular. I know about popular.
Number 10, I Got Money, Young Jeezy. Full of creepy synthesizers and hard-thumping beat, this boastful 2006 track from Young Jeezy and featured artist T.I. has a hook that should be familiar to any musical fan.
Got 'em from Bailey's. CTE, that's the label that pays me. I own that, so I pay myself.
Andrew Lloyd Webber's title song from The Phantom of the Opera is a creepy and unexpected choice for any song on the charts. Its repeating motif, usually played on the organ, is identified with the show's main antagonist, the mysterious and homicidal Phantom. As used in this song, the sample gives I Got Money a strange sense of doom. It gives all the flexing about money, drugs, and suede seats a dangerous edge.
My seats are suede, my luggage is Louis, and every in the projects won't do me.
Number 9, So Much Better, Childish Gambino. Back in 2009, Donald Glover was still writing for 30 Rock, and his music career was still in its early days. Childish Gambino was only on his second mixtape, and hits like This Is America was still a few years away. So Much Better shares its name with the song from the Legally Blonde musical. That show's lead performer, Laura Bell Bundy's fierce belt, can be heard throughout most of the song.
Meaning that I'm musically inclined. If you try to get with mine, I'm about to roll your head back.
Once you know what it's from, it's kind of hilarious. Her singing has been almost frozen in time, stretched to impossible lengths like a sustained horn for Gambino to rap over.
I am so much better. You better get it clean, good, 'cause it's the last straw.
Number 8, Anything, Jay-Z. At first glance, rap and musical theatre probably seem like polar opposites, but Jay-Z found the common denominator. Oliver is a musicalized version of Charles Dickens' Oliver Twist, a story about impoverished orphans in the 19th century London.
I'd do anything for you, dear. Anything for you, mean everything to me.
The song turns up the bass and adds lyrics about community and love in the face of poverty and struggle, tapping into the musical's themes and reflecting them in his own experience.
I do a bid, lose a rib, bust a trust in that. Run up the heaven doors, exchange my life for yours.
It wasn't the first time the rapper would look to musicals for inspiration, but more on that later. The song charted modestly with its highest ranking at number 2 on the UK's hip-hop R&B charts.
Yes, I do anything for you.
Number 7, Build God, Then We'll Talk, Panic at the Disco. While the Rodgers and Hammerstein songbook might be a little too cheery for some, it was a source of inspiration for Baroque pop band Panic at the Disco.
Raindrops on roses and girls in white dresses and sleeping with roaches.
Fronted by Brendan Urie, the band always veered towards the theatrical. For this song, they took inspiration from The Sound of Music.
Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things.
Build God, Then We'll Talk is both a takeoff and a twisted parody of My Favorite Things. Featured on their first album, its gloomy lyrics of seedy black rooms and illicit goings-on soon give way to some truly diabolical rewrites of the song that inspired it. Number 6, Mama Said, Lucas Graham. The Danish band, who had a major hit with the 2015 song 7 Years, also had traction with this single from the same album. Mama Said is a bittersweet song with the narrator remembering a working-class childhood.
Mama said that it was quite alright. Our kind of people had a bed for the night.
Children sing along on the choruses. The beat and inclusion of the children's voices is what makes its inspiration obvious. The song samples It's the Hard Knock Life from Annie.
It's hard knock life for
While the inhabitants of Miss Hannigan's orphanage sing of their woeful existence, Lucas Graham uses the tune to reflect on a rough early life and celebrate how far they've come.
And Daddy told us never listen to the ones pointing nasty fingers and making fun, 'cause we were good kids.
Number 5. Popular song. Mika featuring Ariana Grande. Set in the universe of Wizard of Oz, Wicked tells the story of the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good Witch of the North in their younger days. Popular is Glinda's self-celebratory anthem.
It's all about popular. It's not about aptitude. It's the way you're viewed. So it's very shrewd to be very, very popular, like me.
Grace Kelly singer Mika would later interpolate the song into the endlessly catchy popular song. The original's influence is most obvious in the chorus. It's a bizarre case of real-life foreshadowing. Mika enlisted a pre-pop stardom Ariana Grande to spice up the radio cut of the song. Grande would later play the character Glinda in the 2024 film adaptation of Wicked. Number 4. Wind It Up, Gwen Stefani. If you were alive in 2006, you might remember every word of this one.
High on a hill with the lonely goat, you're back with the girl in goat,
Gwen Stefani's 2006 single didn't exactly win over the critics, but it received considerable airplay and did well on the charts. Featuring an infectious beat and some top-notch yodeling, not only did the track take inspiration from The Sound of Music, but the music video made the influence even clearer.
High on a hill was a lonely goat herd, lay, hodelay, hodelay, ooh. Loud was the voice of the lonely goat herd, lay, hodelay, hodeloo.
The video features Stefani and dances in nun habits and dresses suggested by the Austrian setting of the movie. The imagery continues from there with very clear recreations of its most famous numbers. Number 3. 7 Rings, Ariana Grande. The love for the Sound of Music continues with Ariana Grande's chart-topping, record-breaking 2019 hit. Yet another take on My Favorite Things, this one is a lot more straightforward in its inspiration.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings.
7 Rings is a celebration of the finer things in life. Those favorite things Grande lists are less raindrops on roses and more bottles of champagne and wearable diamonds, but each to their own.
lashes and diamonds, ATM machines, buy myself all of my favorite things.
It's probably fair to say that Rodgers and Hammerstein never predicted their song would get a trap pop cover. They'd probably just ask what trap pop was. 7 Rings debuted at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 and was also nominated for 2 Grammy Awards.
I'd rather spoil all my friends with my riches. Think we tell therapy my no addiction.
Number 2. Rich Girl, Gwen Stefani featuring Eve. In the musical Fiddler on the Roof, the main character, Tevye, is a milkman concerned with upholding tradition in a modernized world.
If I were a bitty rich, idle man.
Gwen Stefani took his signature song, If I Were a Rich Man, and its iconic chanting and spun the whole thing on its head. With the help of producer Dr. Dre, Stefani uses Tevye's number and a 1993 reggae song of the same name as a jumping off point. Rich Girl is a fusion of all these sounds. While some killjoy critics pointed out the absurdity of Gwen Stefani, who had massive success fronting the band no doubt, singing about what she'd do if she were rich. The song was a hit.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Hard Knock Life, ghetto anthem, Jay-Z. Critics were skeptical when they learned the rapper behind Dead Presidents was sampling a song from Annie, but they changed their tune when they heard it. Hard Knock Life would earn Jay-Z his first Grammy nomination, and the album it's featured on gave him his first Grammy win. The single was also his first real taste of international success, a testament to how innovative it was. Showtunes being used as samples wasn't necessarily in vogue then. The number about Annie and her fellow orphans' mistreatment provides the backing for Jay-Z's story of strife, hard times, and crime.
It's the hard knock life for us. Stand treated, we get treated. Steady kisses, we get hit. It's the hard knock life.
The childish voices of the show's ensemble, mixed with that thumping bass and the evocative lyrics, proved to be a winning combination. Which Showtune sample was your favourite? Tell us in the comments.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.